Hello students, myself Rajkumar Meena, Assistant Professor in English, posted at Babu Shubharam Arts College, Alwar. Today, in this video, I will discuss about the poet's introduction, and today's poet is John Dryden. Dryden was born at Alwickle, All Saints, a village in Northamptonshire, on the 9th of August in year 1631. His father was Agrimus Dryden and his mother was Mary Pickering. Both the families were well to do. He graduated in art in January 1654. Soon after he had taken his degree, his father expired and he succeeded to his estate, being the eldest in his family. His first important poem was Heroic Stanza, consecrated to the memory of His Highness Oliver Lord Protector, published in year 1659. When Charles II was restored in 1660, he wrote Astera Redux, a poem on the happy restoration and return of His Sacred Majesty Charles II, and thus declared his allegiance to the king instead of the Commonwealth. Dryden improved his position and prospects by marrying in December 1663 the Lady Elizabeth Howe. His family life was happy and his wife bore him 3 sons. Dryden connected himself with the Restoration theatres, which proved him a considerable source of income during the next 30 years of his life. His play, The Wild Gallant, in year 1663 was a failure, but the rival ladies made him a front-rank playwright. The Indian Queen in year 1664 was the first heroic play in English. It was also successful. His other heroic plays are Tyrannic Love or The Royal Martyr, Almanzor and Almahide, or The Conquest of Granda and Aurangzeb. He also wrote a tragedy, Cleomens, the Spartan heroes in unrhymed verse. For a year or two, Dryden was obliged by the plague to leave London and took refuge in his father-in-law's place at Wiltshire. When he returned to the capital, he published Annus Mirabilis, an essay of dramatic poesy. Thus, by the end of 1667, Dryden had established himself as a dramatist, as a poet, and as a penetrating critic. In 1670, he succeeded Sir William Devan as a poet laureate. In the same year, he lost his mother. Now, Dryden was assailed by his opponent. They ridiculed his short stature, his snuff taking, his tricks of speeches, and his well known oaths. Buckingham wrote the rehearsal as a burlesque on Dryden's heroic play. For Buckingham, Dryden said nothing at the moment. He struck him when the time came. Buckingham lives for all the time as Zimbri of Dryden. Absalom and Achitophel. Soon, party politics give a new opening to the Dryden's poetic talents. A series of brilliant poems followed by Dryden's pen. He wrote Absalom and Achitophel in 1681, The Battle in 1682, Macfallan in 1682. These are the all political and personal satire. In Religico Lacy in year 1682, Dryden showed that he could deal with the religious mystery in verse as he could turn policies into poetry. He wrote Therundica Augustalis on the death of Charles II on February 5th, 1685. Early in 1686, he embraced Roman Catholicism. The new King James II was a Roman Catholic, so he changed his religion. After the revolution in 1688, he lost all his offices under the rule of William and Mary. Shadwell was appointed the poet laureate in his place. Dryden spent the last year of his life in translating satires of Julian and Persius, rendering the whole of Virgil into English verse. Writing fables and adopting narratives in verse from Homer, Ovid, Boraco, and Chaucer. In year 1700, he died of acute illness. His body was buried due to honor and pomp in the Poet Corner of Westminster Abbey.